Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm going to share with you my bi-weekly grocery haul, but first of all I just wanted to bring you greetings from my African gray parrot, Ruby. She likes to hide in this little box on top of her cage and shred it and make a mess. As you can hear, we have parrots in this house, and yeah, they're quite vocal. It's mid-morning and they are awake for the day. So, on with the grocery haul. All right, on with the actual grocery haul. Today is Thursday, June 5th, and these items were purchased last night, Wednesday, June 4th at Real Canadian Superstore, and they were all purchased. There's a lot of snack food items in this haul, but mostly because they were things that were on my points offers. So I will just show you what I've got, and then like I said, today is Thursday, June 5th, and then I will probably be going to the grocery store in the next day or two to get the rest of my stuff, because now that it's Thursday, we're on a new week of flyers, so a new week of sales, and also a new week of points offers, because the flyers here for most of our grocery stores run Thursday to Wednesday, and along with that at Superstore, the PC Optimum offers also switch over on Thursdays and run Thursday to Wednesday, and so do the Scene Plus offers at Sobeys. So here's what I picked up yesterday at Superstore. I had a points offer for Cheetos. I think this was actually, I want to say that the Cheetos ones were, is either the Cheetos or Doritos were a flyer item. I think that was one. Yeah, it was a Cheetos. It was a multi-buy one. It was not my regular points offer. It was a flyer points offer. And it said if you bought 3, you'd earn 1,500 points. Now, the problem with this was I would have just bought 3, but instead it said, you'll see here, it said they're $4.49 each or 2 for $8. So if I were to buy 3, it would have been, I would have bought 2 for $8 and 1 at $4.49, which would make no sense because 2 for $8 means they're $4, right? So instead of buying 2 at $8 and then 1 at $4.49, I thought, well, let's just do 2 sets of 4, or 2 sets of 2 rather, to get the 2 for $8 both times, and that made sure I bought 3 to get my 1,500 points. So I grabbed 3 of the regular Cheeto Puffs and 1 of the Cheetos ketchup. I believe the ketchup one is a smaller bag. The ketchup one is 268 grams. Actually, no, pardon me. It just looks like, a smaller bag, but as far as quantity, the regular Cheetos Puffs say 260 grams, but the Cheetos ketchup say 268, but yet the bag itself is smaller. It's ironic because, or interesting because the ketchup one, the bag looks smaller, but yet there's actually 8 grams more in there. And then I grabbed 1 4-liter of 1% milk, which I needed. I was out. That was $5.83. No name brand block of cheese. There was a points offer on this. However, I did not get points on it. I had to submit a points inquiry, and they have rectified that. That was $8.79. Some sandwich meat. This turkey kielbasa sausage, that was $3.50. And I believe this one here, this is a larger package of sandwich meat. A little bit, yeah, it's much larger because the kielbasa one is $1.75, and this is on sale, 375 grams. It was on sale for $4.94. And then over here, the Doritos, I did have a points offer on those. They were, it was supposed to be points if you bought $3 worth, and it was $2.96 limit of 1. So I bought a second one, and I paid, I did pay $4.49 for the second one because it was a limit of 1. But the reason I bought the second one is because you had to buy $3 worth to get the points. And with the first one being $2.96, I probably wouldn't have gotten points on that because that was not a full $3. And then points offers on Playtex tampons. These were $10.49. Again, that pains me to pay that, but what can you do? I'm waiting for them to go on sale and buy a few more boxes and stock up when they're on my points offers at a sale price. However, this is what it is right now. And then I needed a padlock. This is for my locker at the mission that I volunteer at. I need one for there, so that was $10. Alrighty, so here is the points breakdown of what I got. As you saw here, the Cheetos, I got 1,500 points. And then from my points offers on the app, I got 800 points for the tampons and 600 points for the Doritos. I spent $71.01. And that means I got the 1,500 points for the in-store offer and 1,400 points for the offers on my app. That left me at the closing balance of $204,835 points, meaning that's $204 in PC Optimum points. But you can only redeem in increments of $10, so I'm sitting at the $200 mark right now. I did submit a points inquiry for the cheese, and because they owed me 800 points for that, and they did rectify that. As I saw on my app this morning, they have added the points on there, so now that means the 204, 835 points that I ended up with yesterday, I'm now over 205,000 points because they've added 800 points on to make up for their mistake. So that is everything from what I got yesterday. Stay tuned, and I will insert the next clip, which will be the bulk of my grocery haul. As I said, today was Thursday, June 5th, and I bought these yesterday, Wednesday, June 4th, and so sometime in the next few days, I will finish my grocery shopping, and then I'll add that clip onto here. Alrighty, today is now Saturday, June 7th, and these items I picked up yesterday at Superstore, so Friday, June 6th. So this is going to be the other half of my bi-weekly grocery haul. Actually, there might even be a few more items purchased after this. I'm not sure. I have a continuity spend offer where you get $37.50 in points back if you spend $250. And I believe I'm sitting at, I think I have around $60 or $70 left to spend to get that. And normally I don't try and spend $250 on, it's just sometimes the budget just doesn't allow for that. Or it would mean buying extra things to make sure that I get there. If it's just an equal value where it's $25 in points for $250, that's pretty good too. But the $37.50 back when you buy $250 is a little bit better. So it's a little more incentive for me to do that. So I may go back and buy a couple more things, but this video will probably already be long enough after I show you everything I got yesterday. So that will probably have to just go into a separate video just to not prolong this too long. But there are a few things I saw yesterday. There was a pack of toilet paper on sale. I want to say it was around $21 or $22, which isn't maybe the cheapest price you can find some places, but it was a good size package. So I may go back and get that. And there's also, my sister has a birthday this month. I could go get a card. There's just a few more things that I could pick up that would maybe just bridge that gap. So we'll see. But for now, I'm going to show you what I bought yesterday, which was Friday, June 6th. And what I bought, I'm out of these Unstoppables. Well, one of them is Downy Unstoppable, and the other one just says Downy April Fresh, but they were the same price. The Downy April Fresh, I really particularly like the scent of that one. They were $8.97 each, limit of 2, so I got one of each scent. They have a lavender as well, but I do not do well with lavender scent. I feel like I'm probably allergic to it. Like, my throat closes right up if I'm around the scent of lavender, and I start sneezing, coughing. It's just not a good thing. So this one is the April Fresh, and this one here, just Fresh Laundry Scent Booster. So they both, this one I have used before, the other one I'm not sure if I have, but they both seem like they would be just nice things to kind of freshen up the laundry a little bit. I do have a points offer on Finish dishwasher tabs, which they did not give me the points on. I'll have to check my app and see if they gave them to me after, because I did submit a points inquiry. It was like 500 points for every $5 spent, and these were on sale for $19.97, which technically would round down to $19.95. But when I submitted the points inquiry, I said, look, you owe me 2,000 points, because I basically said, look, I spent $20 on dishwasher tabs, so 500 points times 4. So we'll see. I'll have to I haven't checked my app this morning. I'll check and see if they've given me the points or not. But if they did, I should have gotten 2,000 points, and that's the whole purpose of buying them, because I do still have some already. But on your PC Optimum app, you can defer up to 4 offers per week, and I already deferred 4 other offers, and I have kept deferring this one week after week after week. And because I've already deferred 4, I thought, okay, fine, I'll just get some more of these and get stocked up and get the points. But then they didn't give me the points. No name brand olives. I'm the only person in the house that likes these. I bought 2 of these for right now. They're $2 each. 2 crushed tomatoes. I'm planning on making 2 pans of lasagna in the next week or so, one for our family and one to give to someone else. They are 2 at $1.79. The no-name brand pickles. I just bought the dill pickle chips. I like these sliced ones for in sandwiches and whatnot. They were $3.29. And then the oven-ready lasagna noodles, $2.50, and that again is for the lasagnas. I have some lasagna noodles in a box downstairs, but it's an open box, and I don't know that I have enough. To make 1 pan lasagna, I would need 6 noodles, so obviously 12 for 2, and with that other box being partially opened, I don't know that I have enough for 2. I bought 1 more bag of Doritos because it was on my offers again, and it was a limit of 1, $3.67. The crispers were 2 for $6, so I bought 4, 2 barbecue, 1 dill pickle, and 1 salt and vinegar. I just like to have these. I like to put a handful of these in my work lunches or just to snack on at home. We were out of kitchen garbage bags. I often go for the no-name ones, but this time I thought, well, the price was right. To me, I felt like the price was just as good on the name brand as the no-name, so I grabbed Glad, and they were $9.99. As you can see, this is open already. I did do this shopping yesterday, so you can see the 6-pack of Pepsi here. And then there's a 4-pack here. It was a 6-pack too, but my daughter and I have each already had one. They are on for $3.50 right now, so I grabbed 2 of those. I think they were, yeah, 2 at $3.50 each. Normally I like to buy the Diet Pepsi, and actually the Coke products were not part of it. The 6-packs of Cokes were much more, so it was only Pepsi products, and unfortunately the Diet Pepsi was already out. Normally I do like these size of bottles, but they don't always go on sale, or sometimes they do at Shoppers Drug Mart, and then you get PC Optimum points there. See, the difference with Superstore and Shoppers is at Superstore you really only get points on things that are on your offers. Except in a case like this, where it's like a total point spend thing, then everything counts towards your points. But normally, like this, if Pepsi products were not on my offers, or Pop wasn't on my offers, I wouldn't get points on it. Shoppers Drug Mart, you'll earn your PC Optimum points, and there's base points no matter what, whether it's on your offers or not. Just for shopping there, you just get paid. You get base points regardless. But these were bought at Superstore. Shoppers, they do typically tend to go on sale for, not always at Superstore. So when I saw them on sale in Superstore yesterday, I thought, okay, let's grab a couple. But they didn't have the Diet. They do also have the cubes of Pop on sale, though. So I bought the cube of Diet Pepsi, the 24-pack. That was $11.99. Cottage cheese. I decided this time, the last couple times I've bought the big container, and it was $6.99 for this, because when I do 2 pans of lasagna, often I buy 2 of the small ones, but I realized recently that they're like 4 something each, and it just doesn't make sense to spend over $8 on 2 of them when I could buy 1 large one for the same quantity for $6.99. So this will be for the 2 lasagnas. 1 block of Armstrong cheese. This is going to be for the lasagnas as well. I have 1 other block like this in the fridge already, but I just don't know if that's going to be enough cheese for 2 pans. That was $8.99. No Name Brand ice cream sandwiches, they were $10. And the 2 popcorn chickens, these were $10 each. I like to have these on hand to cook up quickly in the oven if we have no other plans for supper, or to put in my work lunches. No Name white bread. The No Name Brand bread was on my offers. That was $1.97. And then I'm out of Band-Aids in the cupboard, so I got 2 Band-Aids. One is $6.29 and one is $8.49. And it looks like there must have been some in-store points offers, because they each say 1,000 points on them. So that's kind of a bonus. I don't recall those being on my weekly offers on the app. So cool. I will take any extra points I can get. I save them up all year and use them at Christmas time. I mean, these points equate to money back on your grocery bill, right? We were out of shampoo, so I grabbed 2 of these. These were $3.49 each. Both of them are the same, the Sleek and Shine. I believe, yeah, I got 2 the same. And then 2 foil lasagna pans. I may just use one of our glass Pyrex pans for our lasagna, but the foil one is going to be for giveaway. So if I use a glass one for us, then I'll have 1 foil one left for next time I do a meal for somebody else. But either way, so they come in a 2-pack. There was also a larger one, like a 6-pack of them. And given the number of times I do help with meal trains and do meals for other families, and quite often lasagna is my go-to, maybe I should consider getting the 6-pack and, and doing that instead of buying 2 at a time. But we'll see. For right now, this is what I got. So this is what I got here. You'll see I've got the 200 points on the bread, 300 points on the Doritos, and 700 points on the cottage cheese. You can see I spent $187.57 after tax. With the $172 before tax, I believe that's the total that I need to look at as far as whether or not how close I am to the $250. So I think I still have like around $73 or so to spend, give or take, if I were to try and get that $250. So I have to think about that. So you can see the in-store offers were the $2,000. That is the 2 packs of Band-Aids, because those were 1,000 points each. And then the in-store offer, that was the in-store offers. And then my digital offers, which was up here, that total 1,200 points. So my digital offers on my app, that was 1,200 points. That left me the closing balance of 212,990 points, or $212 in PC Optimum points, which again, you can only redeem in increments of $10. So I'm sitting at the $210 level of PC Optimum points. Now, if PC has gotten back to me and put the 2,000 points on that they should have for the dishwasher, then I will be 214,990, meaning I'll be just shy of $215. Now, if I do go back, I'm thinking maybe on Monday, because I'm probably going out with a friend that day. If I do go out then and get a few more things to try and get to the 250 and get those bonus points, at that time, then I'll have another 37,500 points tacked on there, so 3750. So I'll go from $215 in points. I'll have almost $215 in points if I get the 2,000 on the dishwasher tabs. So if you say 215 and then you get $37.50 points back in points on Monday, if I get up to the 250 level, well, I'll be over $240 in points, because 215 plus 35 will have me at 240. So, and then 2,500 points over and above that. I'll be over $240 in points at that point if I do that. And I am kind of leaning towards it, because I think I might have room in the budget to go and pick up a couple more things. And toilet paper is something that I did not get and do need. So all I have to do is just find a couple other things that I need to go along with to make up the balance, to make up the difference rather, and then it'll be good to go. So if that's the case, I'll be sitting at 240 as of Monday or Tuesday, and then that's early June, almost halfway through the year. If I can double that by Christmas time and be between $400 and $500 in points by the Christmas season, I will be very, very happy. That is the goal anyway, try and get a nice little nest egg built up so that come the Christmas season, I will have my grocery bills all covered. Because there's so many other expenses at that time of year. Anyway, I'll stop rambling on. This video is long enough already. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. And if you did, leave a comment down below. Make sure you give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And make sure your notification bell is turned on, because I don't post consistently. I don't have a set schedule. So you'll want to know when things do go up. But do keep an eye out. I'm going to try and get something else uploaded in the next couple days, especially if I do go back to the store and pick up a few more things. That will be a separate video, so make sure you're subscribed and your notification bells are turned on. Thank you for those that have subscribed already, and I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you have a great weekend. It's now time for me to get ready for work. I'm working all weekend. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll see you soon.